Alright, welcome back to another video. So I'm going to be doing another modification to my 2021 Honda CB500X. This applies to all 2019 and up CB500X machines. May apply to the older ones. I can't guarantee that though. So I talked about in a previous video some modifications that I want to do, and one of them was I wanted to make my brake light flash when I press the brake. So obviously, as we know, when the motorcycle's on, you have your parking light on. When you press the brakes, the brake light comes on. This is an integrated LED tail light. It's got multiple lights in it. And on my previous motorcycle, I had a light that I just replaced with a bulb. And when you first applied the brakes, it would flash 3 or 4 times and then stay steady. And what this is good for is if you are stopping in traffic and you have cars coming up behind you, it grabs their attention. The single brake light on a motorcycle sometimes doesn't grab their attention, especially if you're stopping fast. This makes a flashing strobe effect at first and then stays solid and really grabs people's attention. All right, so there's a couple options for your bike. So I'm going to show you where we need to get to access all of this. So stick our key in the side here and pop the seat. So if we pull the seat off and out of the way, you'll see that our brake light wiring comes out right here, and there's this little gray connector down here. So if you press this little tab up here, and obviously you need 2 hands to do that, press that and then pull these apart, that will separate the connection. So there's 3 wires that go into your brake light. You have a ground, you have your parking light feed, and you have your brake light feed. Okay? And there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to do the really easy but more expensive way. There's also a cheap way to do this. So what I picked up was this kit from TST Industries, where they basically, you have the flasher here, and it's meant to be plugged in to multiple applications. You can set it for different modes. You can set it to flash constantly. You can set it to flash a couple times and then stay on, which is the one we're going to go for. And then they include your vehicle-specific harness. So this is for 16 plus, so this is for 2016 plus, CB500F and CB500R. Well, luckily for us, the CB500X uses the same wiring, so this will also work for this bike as well, whether they know that or not. So the alternative is to cut and splice. So on Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description below, you can buy a universal flasher that does the exact same thing for this for $10 to $20. And you can cut these wires and splice that in. I prefer, just in this case, I wanted to try this out, especially as it's a brand new bike. I don't really want to cut the wires, so what I'm going to do is just, this plugs in between this harness. So you unplug it, plug it into one side, plug it into the other, plug it into the flasher, done. Takes just a few seconds. The price for this was about $40, and then there was like almost $15 in shipping for a total of around $55. So it is a little more pricey to go this route, but just for the simplicity, I figured I would give it a shot at $55. All right, so I'm going to push on that little tab I showed. This just pops right out. And then obviously this will replace this part here, and this will get plugged into this piece here. All right, so after we get it plugged in, we're just going to tuck these wires down in here, and we don't want to have any interference with the latch. All right, so real simple. I just routed that harness under here, plugged it in up here, so everything's back here. This piece comes down and just sits here like this. So now I'm going to turn on the ignition. See that our lights are on. Let's see what happens when I press the brake. So you can see right now it's just set to strobe mode. So we're going to need to change the settings, so I'll show you how we do that. All right, so to change the mode, there's 2 Phillips head screws in the top. We're going to go ahead and remove these screws, and this cap will come off. All right, so once the cap's off, you can see what we have going on in here. So you have your rate adjuster, potentiometer. So basically, I think if you turn it clockwise, it will slow down the flash, and vice versa. And then there's this little black button right here. That's your mode adjustment. So we have 3 modes. We have standard, pulsar, which is what you saw, and then the flash, and then steady. So to change modes, you actually have to have the brake switch pressed. All right, so with foot on the brake pedal, or you can have someone assist you. If we press the button once, you see, changes. Okay, I'll let off. I'll try it again. Okay, so I'm going to slow my flash down. Turn the screw clockwise here. I'll try it counterclockwise, I guess. So you can see what that did. Actually, it's counterclockwise to slow it down, apparently. Okay. See, it flashes good. So it flashes like 9 times before it stays lit. Let's make it a little bit faster. Okay. Still needs it a little bit faster. It's very, very fine adjustments. Okay, let's try that one more time. That might be good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. That should get people's attention. All right, so once we have it set where we want, I'll show you what that looks like. For me, that's what I like. It's a nice, quick flash, grabs their attention, but then goes to solid, so there's no confusion about it's a brake light. And we'll go ahead and put the cap back on, and we are done. It's quick, easy, took under 5 minutes, and you know, obviously if it prevents someone from rear-ending you, it's worth all the money in the world. All right, so just another quick modification video for my 2021 CB500X. Be sure to leave a comment below if you have any questions. Again, there'll be links in the description to the products I use. Not a sponsored video. I paid full price for the product. It works pretty good, in my opinion, so far. So we'll see how it holds up long term. But again, like the video, subscribe for more, and until next time, we'll see you later.